Happy new comic book day, guys! It looks like it's gonna be the last one for a while, right? It's weird. I got this like pit in my stomach, like I don't know when I'm gonna get my new comics again. You know, it's that unknown feeling that's unsettling. But nevertheless, I'm heading to my shop, and they're opening early for a few select customers. I'm one of them, which is nice. And I'm gonna pick up my books and I'm gonna share them with you. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer. Get ready to bring you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul, episode 417. Yes, it could be the last one for a while, but it's a good one, and we're going to keep positive, and I'm going to bring you something different next week. Whether it's kind of a retro haul or whatever the case may be, I'm going to replace it with something until we get these new Comic Book Day hauls back. So I want to thank everyone who's watching the channel and my video yesterday on giving me ideas to replace the current series that I do for the short term. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I also want to thank Comic Central as well, as they allowed me today to film inside their store, and they actually opened the store early for me to go in there and get my stuff early. So thank you, Comic Central, and I'm going to show you some footage of what the store actually looks like. So enjoy. All right, webheads, so here I am. I'm actually in my comic book shop. I don't get to do this too often, so it's kind of cool. In Comic Central over here in Sanford, Florida. So if you are in the area, check them out. But I'm going to give you a little tour of the shop because I don't get a chance to normally do this since I'm here a little bit early. So first things first, we get to walk into the shop here and we get to see the behind the counter stuff. This is usually when you guys see me pick up my stuff, this is all that special back issues, right? And then you go down, and then when I got my Carnage statue, this is all their statues that they have, so that's pretty cool. So you get to see some of the other ones that they have, like the Spideys, and you can see everything is just reasonably priced, which is really cool. And then we have all of this week's comic books. Goes all the way down, a huge selection of books to choose from. So again, a lot to pick up. We get a ton of trades that are here as well. This is John. He's one of the guys on there. You know, he does a great job here, always taking care of me. Same with the rest of the staff. So here we even have He-Man characters. We got some other statues here as well. Nice Harley statue. And then here we have our back issues that you can choose from. And over here we have all of our we have all the trades that you can pick up as well, all reasonably priced. Great stuff here. And then here's the back wall where you have some more trades, Marvel trades, omnibuses, all kinds of great stuff. And here's your top shelf worth of things in here as well. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick insight of what the store looks like, because you guys have actually been asking me for a long time, Mike, check it out, I want to see your comic book store. So I'm showing you here because I don't know how much longer they'll be open, because we could get a lockdown, whatever the case may be. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Now we're gonna get on to the books that I picked up this week. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to leave a link to their Facebook page, and if you're in the area of Sanford and you have a chance to go to the comic shop today, they're going to be open one more time today, and then they're going to be kind of closing their doors and be open on a limited basis. All right. So now let's go on to this week's comic book haul. So here is the mysterious black bag, everybody. And what's inside the mysterious black bag? Well, we shall soon find out. So here are the books. Bag goes on the floor. And the first thing that we wound up getting is, of course, our bags and boards like we do every week. And the first book that's on top is a new number one. When we'll get number 2, I don't know, but we have X-O Manowar issue 1. This is from Valiant. I enjoy X-O Manowar. I think I read the first volume of it. Haven't read it since, but I am definitely looking forward to it. Here's some of that artwork. So if you guys can get to your shop today and you're not on a lockdown, you might want to check this one out. Okay, so I think this could be a really good book. It looks like it's got some cool action in it. I love the artwork, just seeing it for the first time. And yeah, X-O Manowar issue 1. All right, next we wound up having X-Men Fantastic Four. This is issue 3 of this series. This series is okay for me. It doesn't blow me out of the water. I think it's a pretty good tie-in to what's going on in the world of the X-Men and stuff like that. Here's some of the interior artwork in here as well. Again, it has to do with Franklin Richards, how the mutants want to take him to Krakoa and whatnot. We've come across Doctor Doom and all kinds of things like that. So it's an all right series, not my favorite. I'm kind of reading it to see what's going on in this title. All right, next we get the second issue of Wolverine, Benjamin Percy's Wolverine. Pretty interesting first 2 stories. I like the Omega Red story personally better because I love the villain. But I think this has to do with the whole pollen situation, if I stand so corrected. So I'm not 100% sure. Here it looks like we got Wolverine doing some battle against Sabretooth on here. So that could be a lot of fun. Art looks good. So we're back to regular sized issue when it comes to this series. So maybe now we can really dive into it and we don't have to read a 80-page book, right? All right, next we have Suicide Squad. This is issue 4. It looks like Harley is going to be doing some investigating when it comes to the new team, the new members of our particular team. Tom Taylor writes this book, really well written. I really enjoy it. Yeah, look at this. Solicitation for Batman number 92. When are we going to get that? Who knows? So yeah, looking forward to Suicide Squad. I think this is going to be a really fun book. It's just getting started. If you guys want to check it out, I definitely say check it out. It's only on issue 4. All right, next we wound up getting the Bounty Hunters issue number 2. Love this artwork in this book. The cover is great, but the interior artwork is even better sometimes when they go into their battle scenes and whatnot. Here we get some stormtroopers in the mix in this particular fight scenes, and then we get to see Boba Fett go after, I guess, a particular bounty hunter that's betrayed them in the past. Again, here is that interior artwork. It looks phenomenal. You can't beat it. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Bounty Hunters issue 2. Next, we have the continuation of Star issue 3. First issue was a little rough. Second issue was a little bit better. Third issue, we're going to see what happens. I feel like it's a matter of her controlling the reality stone on what it can do. She has to figure out what it is. At first, she thinks she can take control of minds. Well, it's not the Mind Stone. So now she's got to find out a way to change reality, right? So she teams up with Scarlet Witch in the last issue. So I feel like it's getting better. It still hasn't won me over yet. But I want to get into this new character. And I give Kelly Thompson a lot of credit for actually creating her. So that's Star issue 3. Next, we have Road to Empire. This is issue 1. So we're getting closer to the major event of this whole situation. Again, I'm still kind of on the fence with it all. Kelly Thompson again writes this book. I think this has to do with Meet the Skrulls kind of tie-in type of story, you know, as it deals with those characters. So we're kind of familiar with them. But yeah, I guess it gives you a whole backstory on the Skrulls and maybe their history and whatnot. So you might get a history lesson in this book because it's a road to the actual event. So we'll see what happens with it. So Road to Empire, this is issue 1. Next, we have the return of Once and Future. This is issue 7. I still haven't caught up with 4, 5, and 6, so this might be a good time for me to actually catch up with the series. Great series overall. I think Kieran Gillen's doing a wonderful job with it. Artwork is very, very detailed as well. Again, deals with like Excalibur coming back to life and stuff like that. So I might have to read the whole thing from the beginning, so I kind of am like really back into the series. But check out this artwork, man. That is intense right there. So there you have it. Once and Future. This is issue 7. The continuation of Jessica Jones' Blind Spot, another great series. Again, it came out in digital form years ago, already out in trade, and now they've released it in floppies, so we wound up getting that one. And then we have the 750th issue. Now, I did not even think of checking for variants on this. I should have done it, and I didn't do it, so $6 book. I regret not checking. So a milestone issue for this book. I think this story arc has been okay, but it hasn't been really that great. I'm not sure what's going on though when I open it up. What is happening in here? Like, is it a separate story? It looks like it, and I guess maybe they continue the main story as time goes along. Oh my God, that was just a little scary. Yeah, check out this artwork though. The artwork is always phenomenal in this book. I love the grotesque of it, like the transformations and all that kind of stuff. So issue 750. All right, next, new number 1 this week, we have Hellions issue 1. I don't know how on board I will be with this book once I get done reading it, but it's definitely worth the try, right? You know, you got Psylocke in there, Havoc, which I like, Orphan Maker, you know, all kinds of Scalp Hunter. You got all kinds of weird characters in this one. Why they're together, I don't know. We'll see. But here's some of the art. If you guys haven't seen it already, there was a pretty extensive preview in previews world on what this book looked like, but is the story any good? That's the question that's still yet to be answered here, guys. So we'll see what happens, but it does look good, and it's a pretty thick book too. This one will run you $5. All right, next, issue 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is issue 4. Issue 2. I saw 4 and it was $4. First issue was quite well. I don't think it was the best issue ever, but we get to see this kid attack Bucky and Sam, and like, what's his connection to like maybe Hydra? Is he like Baron Zemo's kid? Like, what's going on in this book? I don't know. So it had me intrigued. A lot of fighting, a lot of action, as you get to see here in these 2 pages. So we'll see what happens with this one. Not a lot of dialogue, so again, we'll see what happens. So that's issue 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All right, next we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 42, as this continues the story of like the Tablet of Time or whatever it is. He's teaming up with Boomerang. I thought the last issue was kind of fun as these two work together as teammates for the first time. You know, you get to see them quite extensively. Again, we have, which looks like Kraven the Hunter in this book. I don't know. And then they're doing battle against this creature, which I forgot his particular name. This is totally something that you would think is out of Invincible, man. Just the way it's all drawn and everything. So I don't know. Looks good. We'll see what happens with this issue. Somehow it looks like they're in space. Amazing Spider-Man issue 42. Next, we have from IDW, new series, Transformers versus the Terminator, or Transformers the Terminator. Who wins? Who loses? Who would win in this fight? Would it be a Terminator? Would it be a Transformer? Do they work together to take on the Decepticons? I don't know. I don't know how good this is going to be. Here's some of the interior artwork in here, but whenever you get these properties crossover, it's definitely worth a try, right? I mean, who knows? Like, is there Transformer technology crossbred between Terminator technology? Again, I don't know. Picked it up because it just looks cool. All right, and then we get Batman Curse of the White Knight, the conclusion. This is book 8. So looking forward to this. And then when this is over, I'm looking forward to the next Batman, the White Knight. I think Sean Murphy is a phenomenal writer. He's a phenomenal artist. And I think, you know, he's keeping DC afloat when it comes to these Black Label books, in my opinion. These books are nothing short, but absolutely stellar. I mean, they're so good. And looking forward to seeing the ramifications of what happens after this whole thing. And yeah, man, great stuff. Phenomenal cover, top quality made comic book here. And then last but not least, I wound up getting Captain America Annual issue 8, made in 1986. And it has Captain America facing Wolverine. So I thought this cover was outstanding. I don't know what the significance of this book is. Is it just because Captain America is fighting Wolverine? Is it the first time that they battle? So I have to do some kind of research on it, but I just thought the cover was perfect in itself. So again, it's going to be probably one of those issues I read and maybe review, you know, when new comic books don't come out. So guys, there you have it. There is the last New Comic Book Day haul for a little while. Again, if you can, go out there, support your local comic shops. And again, I thank Comic Central for everything that they do. And until next time, guys, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.